I had a terrible dream. In the morning, my thoughts were interrupted by a knock at the door.
Sir! Sir! Open up!
What's going on, Bates?
Open up, sir! I have to tell you something.
Hold on, Bates. I'm there in a moment. What's the matter, then?
It's horrible, sir. Henry, our gardener. They found him in the garden pond.
Calm down, Bates. What are you talking about?
They found him dead this morning in the pond. I know what I am saying. I saw his body being dragged out.
How did it happen?
I have no idea. Detective Collier will tell you that. He has been questioning everyone for quite some time now, and he wants to speak to you too. He did not give any of us a chance to recover from the shock, not even Madam.
Where will I find him?
He's waiting for you in the common room. We had better go there right away, sir.
All right, let's go. Detective Collier.
Yes. Samuel Gordon, I presume. I need to speak with you. Mr. Gordon, do you know what happened?
Yes, Bates told me everything.
Good. I need to ask you a couple of questions. Shall we begin?
Yes.
Did you speak with Henry Stanton yesterday?
Yes, I only arrived yesterday, but I spoke with him during the day.
Oh, you arrived yesterday?
Yes, to attend William's funeral.
I understand. What did you speak with Stanton about?
I don't know exactly. It was a very trivial conversation.
Had you known him from before?
No, I only knew Mr. Dickens, who was Henry's predecessor.
That was before you left the manor?
Yes, about 12 years ago.
Okay, let's return to your conversation with Stanton yesterday. Did he seem strange to you? Nervous or disturbed?
No, nothing like that. He behaved normally.
So, you are saying that he seemed normal?
Right.
I spoke to Morris, your groom, before this interview. He told me that Stanton would often have a bit too much to drink.
Yes, I have heard the same.
Madame Victoria has also confirmed it.
What do you make of it?
Well, they found him in the garden pond, tangled up in algae. I don't know yet how he ended up in there, but the most likely explanation is that it was on account of his drunken state. He might have bumped into something, lost his balance, and fallen into the water.
Maybe. But don't you think the water would have awakened him?
No, exactly the opposite. It was water that caused his death. He fainted, fell into the pond, and the cold water did its thing.
Stopped his heart?
He wouldn't be the first drunkard to have drowned like this. What's ironic, however, is that it didn't happen in a lake or a river, but in a little bit of water in the back garden. Oh well, no man can choose his death. If there is nothing you need to ask, I won't be keeping you any longer.
Thank you.
I have all I need for now. Would you please see me out?
Certainly. Follow me, Detective.
I will now wait for Dr. Herman's report and close this case. Thanks for your time, Gordon.
You're welcome, Detective.
Goodbye.
Collier wants to close the case. Now that Henry is dead, I've got to find a way to obtain the second part of that strange object.
Witajcie moi drodzy z tej strony Deseo. Jesteśmy już w drugim rozdziale. Oj, podziało się, słuchajcie, jestem mega w szoku odnośnie śmierci ogrodnika Henry'ego. Co jest najbardziej w tym wszystkim zadziwiające, to to, że Samuel po wyjściu z gabinetu Williama zemdlał z powodu bólów głowy. Oczywiście przespał całą noc. Natomiast w nocy mogliśmy mieć okazję zobaczyć, że Samuelowi śni się jakby jakiś mężczyzna, tak, który tonie i wypada mu klucz gdzieś w jakimś zbiorniku wodnym. I co jest najśmieszniejsze, budzimy się rano i oczywiście osoba nie żyje. Utopiła się w tym płytkim stawie. Tutaj są podejrzenia oczywiście, ponieważ Henry niby był alkoholikiem i na jakiś nieszczęśliwy wypadek, natomiast wydaje mi się to co najmniej mega dziwne. Wiecie co? Myślę, że powinniśmy może na chwilę obecną pójść w to miejsce, zobaczyć co się wydarzyło. Co się wydarzyło? Po prostu zobaczyć jak to wygląda tutaj, to miejsce tego wypadku, ja bym bardziej to nazwała zbrodni. Zobaczymy, co nasz bohater tutaj powie na ten temat.
According to both Bates and Collier, Henry's body was tangled up in algae when they found him. How could he possibly have drowned in this
No właśnie, ale jeżeli był wiadomo alkoholikiem, coś błyszczy na dnie, no właśnie, zapewne to będzie ten klucz, który widzieliśmy we śnie, ślady stóp.
There's a deep footprint in the mud. It looks quite fresh. Whom does it belong to?
No wiecie, no generalnie jeżeli był tu detektyw i oni badają tą sprawę, to równie dobrze mógł być to ślad tego detektywa. Co teraz? Może chodźmy pogadać ze wszystkimi po kolei. Może zacznijmy od Batesa. Batesa nie ma. Okej, ktoś jest w piwnicy. Zejdźmy może tam.
The door is open. Someone must be down there.
Cały czas mnie ciekawiło, co tam w ogóle jest na dole. Mamy wina, tak, które znikały generalnie i pojawiają się regularnie na stole Morrisa,
Full of quality red.
który niby jest taki super ekstra, a to Henry niby był alkoholikiem, prawda? Jakaś studnia.
This well is from the era when the castle was under siege. It was supposed to connect the castle with an under...
Okej.
No one has ever seen those corridors.
Nadal studnia.
It's several tens of meters deep.
Dobra. Kto tu jest? Na pewno... Nie, tu chodź. Tak, mamy Batesa. Pogadajmy z nim.
Bates?
Yes, sir?
Ojej, mamy sporo do omówienia.
Bates, can the fountain back in the garden be drained?
Yes, there is a big pump in the cellar. It controls the water flow for the whole castle. It is possible to adjust the water level. However, I do not think it is a good idea to drain it after what happened. And Detective Collier should probably be notified about it, sir.
I am merely considering all the alternatives. We have the right to find out what happened. Do you understand?
Yes, I do. In that case, it is probably best not to tell anyone. Is that what you meant, sir?
Very much so. You said you were there when they dragged Henry out of the fountain.
Unfortunately, I was. The sight was terrible.
I have to tell you something. I feel responsible for what happened to him.
Why would you say something like that, sir?
Well, I ordered him to clean the fountain. He did not want to do it, but I insisted.
You mustn't think that way, sir. Surely, if he had not been drunk, nothing would have happened. And I actually heard Dr. Herman say that his death occurred sometime after midnight. It is not your fault. Certainly, he would not be cleaning it in the middle of the night.
I really hope so. Bates is probably right. Henry most likely fell in there by accident. Have you seen Robert today?
Yes, Sir Robert was reading the newspaper in the dining room this morning. If you would like to speak with him, I am sure you'll find him in his study.
I spoke to Collier. As you can imagine, he asked me a lot of curious questions. Tell me, what did he question you about?
Many things, but most of all, he was interested in the place where we found Henry. It was very unpleasant having to describe it all over again, sir.
Oh? Can you repeat to me what you told him?
I was afraid you would ask. Well, if I must. I was awakened by a sharp knock at the door of my room. Morris was shouting something about Henry. He seemed utterly confused, rapidly pouring out incoherent sentences. He wanted me to go with him to the back garden immediately. At that moment, I still had no inkling of what had transpired.
Did you go with him right to the fountain?
Yes, and only there did I realize what had happened. It took me a while to come to myself again, but then I went straight to the telephone.
What time was it?
It was about 6 in the morning. Collier and Dr. Herman arrived an hour later. That is all, sir. You know the rest.
Yes. Thanks for being so patient, Bates. When did Dr. Herman leave?
Half an hour ago. He took Henry's body to the old morgue.
Did he mention to anyone what he thought about all this?
He had a long conversation with a detective, but I have no idea what they were speaking about. I was so distraught, I was not really listening.
All right. That's all then, Bates. Body is in the old morgue then. What was Morris doing in the back garden so early in the morning? His work is in the stable, right?
Yes, but he sometimes helps with the gardening. Henry cannot do everything that needs to be done. I mean, he was not...
Bates, why don't you take the rest of the day off? You don't have to work under the circumstances.
No, sir. I do not want to just be sitting around brooding. I'd rather attend to my responsibilities. It helps take my mind off things.
I understand. I think I will go now.
Okej, kochani, dowiedzieliśmy się tutaj oczywiście, że Morris znalazł ciało najpierw Henry'ego. Spróbujmy sobie tutaj najpierw może odpompować wodę z tej fontanny, bo ja bym chciała się dostać do tego klucza, który widzieliśmy we śnie. Tylko gdzie jest ta pompa? Na zaplecze, to pewnie tam. Ja już tą pompę widzę. Patrzę jeszcze tylko, czy tutaj coś jest ciekawego. Dobra, i jeszcze chciałam te stojaki zobaczyć.
This is where our best temperature. Maybe I'll choose a bottle sometime later. I have no time for that.
Okej, chodźmy do tej pompy. Ciekawe, czy to będzie coś skomplikowanego.
Water distribution controls. I have no idea which one does what.
No właśnie, a jednego brakuje. Dobra, może pogadajmy jeszcze z Batesem raz. Może nam coś powie na ten temat.
Do you need anything?
I would...
Certain.
Bates, that pump we talked about.
Yes, sir.
I think it is broken. Which valve controls the water level?
The pump works all right, sir. Only one of the input valves broke off some time ago. The water level can still be adjusted using the other valves. It just takes a moment to figure out the right setup for what you want to do.
How do I know if I have drained the fountain then?
If I remember correctly, the second column from the right displays the level of water in the fountain.
I will give it a try. I think I will go now.
Okej, no to już wiemy, że druga od prawej, czyli ta oczywiście, w której nie ma tego zaworu, odpowiada poziomowi wody w fontannie. Więc tu, gdyby ten zawór był, to po prostu byśmy sobie ten zawór tutaj przekręcali. Aha, prawy przycisk obniżam sobie w tym momencie. Dokąd mogę sobie to tak obniżać? Tego nie mogę, a tego? O Boże, tym podwyższam. Hej, Boże, to było proste. Bym powiedziała nawet wręcz banalne.
Ready.
To co, wychodzimy? Wychodzimy, Bajcowi już pupy nie będziemy zawracać, bo nie ma sensu. Nic mi na razie nowego nie powie, raczej. To chodźmy od razu do tej fontanny. Patrzcie, znowu od razu ten znak, już symbol widzę.
A sign of some sort. Or a symbol.
Tak, to jest znowu to samo.
A symbol similar to that from the tower wall. Strange. A new symbol beside another corpse.
Znowu ten sam symbol, który był przy miejscu zbrodni, jeżeli chodzi o Williama.
Strange.
Dobra, tutaj widzę, mamy
This
klucz
must be the...
i chciałabym zrobić zdjęcie temu symbolowi.
I'll take a picture of it, just like the first symbol.
No i genialna sprawa. Kolejna rzecz, zanim pójdę do posiadłości porozmawiać na przykład z Robertem, bo tam też Samuel pytał o Roberta, więc mniemam, że będziemy musieli z nim porozmawiać. Pójdę do Morrisa. Jestem bardzo ciekawa, co ma mi do powiedzenia. Albo czekajcie w ogóle, moment. Nie, zanim pójdziemy do Morrisa, słuchajcie, mam jeszcze inny pomysł. Może byśmy poszli do tej szklarni, poszperać w rzeczach Henry'ego, tak? Może znaleźlibyśmy ten weksel. Właśnie. A, kurczę, nie zajrzałam tam. No nic, trudno. Kosz. Przejdźmy tutaj sobie pewne rzeczy. Nie ma tu nic tutaj.
Kinds of...
Wcześniej nie mogłam tego tutaj oglądać. Obraz mogłam. Kwietniki. Łóżka, ja to muszę wszystko posprawdzać, bo tu może być coś pochowane.
It's full of... I don't want to... What?
No... Ciągle ten kosz, słuchajcie.
Nothing but...
Nic prócz liści. Obraz oglądałam. Dobra. No to przeglądamy sobie jego szuflady.
gardening tools. And
No właśnie,
where
nie
could
widzę.
Henry have put...
Nie widzę żadnych
There is
weksli.
nothing...
I co, nic nie mogę stąd wziąć? O, a co to? Nasiona jakieś.
Seeds of some plants.
Dobra. Czyli pupa, jeżeli chodzi o tą szufladę. A ta kolejna? Już widzę jakaś szkatułka.
It's closed, and Henry hid it here, so... It's locked.
Zamknięta. No to ten kluczyk, słuchajcie, spróbujemy. Działa.
A letter. It's
List
addressed
do
to Victoria.
Wiktorii. O co chodzi?
Madam, please regard this letter as one from an anonymous friend. One of your servants is not whom he pretends to be. You may find it interesting that he is an ex-prisoner.
That he is an ex-prisoner and a thief. On several occasions, I watched him sneak quietly into the castle cellar using the old back door. I saw that person take away several bottles of some of the best vintages of your wine that you value so much. No doubt, some of your other valuables have also gone astray. I decided to write you this letter to prevent further stealing. The person's name is Morris.
Henry meant to blackmail Morris. I am curious as what to Morris will tell me about this.
No to słuchajcie, mamy już odpowiedź. Musimy iść do Morrisa. Czy coś tu
Some
jeszcze
papers
jest?
and a few coins.
Kurczę, nie ma tych
Bills and
weksli.
Where could he have put it?
Nie mam pojęcia, szczerze. Gdzie on je mógł, słuchajcie, skitrać? A tu prawą też się nie da. Dobra, wychodzimy stąd. Lecimy do Morrisa, bo mnie to bardzo interesuje. O, jeszcze tu chciałabym tylko zajrzeć. Czy coś tutaj... O, jeszcze worki też trzeba by było przejrzeć.
It's full of rain
Pełne
that it will have to
deszczówki.
be cleaned before it can be used.
Okej.
The leaves will begin to rot soon. The bag, perhaps Henry forgot to burn it. Who will take over his job?
Dobra, no to idziemy do Morrisa. Gościa, który wzbudzał moją niechęć od samego początku tak naprawdę. Wydaje mi się takim kłamczuchem, pijakiem i wydaje mi się, że on bardzo dużo wie, ale albo on kradnie, słuchajcie, to wino z piwniczki, albo ktoś mu je daje.
Morris carried the hay sacks away in time before...
No chociaż tyle zrobił, słuchajcie, pomyślał.
Morris, do you
Sure.
I took a look around the fountain.
Sir, why would you bother with such a thing? Why not just leave it up to that detective?
Well, I can't help suspecting something's wrong about all of this. 2 unfortunate accidents in such a short time?
You said it, sir. They are accidents. Henry just got drunk as a stone, and this time his luck ran out.
Maybe. But never mind. I have come because of something else. I found a footprint in the mud by the fountain's rim.
But that's nothing strange. There must be lots of footprints there.
Well, this one is fresh and much deeper than the other ones. The person who left it there must have limped badly or been carrying something very heavy.
Are you suggesting it's mine? Well, why couldn't it be yours? It's mostly me who walks around the garden, and the footprint is probably from the morning I found him.
Maybe.
Sir, I told you I was home the whole evening. I've got no idea what happened that night.
How do you know that it was night time?
If I answer that now, could we stop returning to the subject?
We shall see.
I heard it from Dr. Herman when he was speaking with Collier.
What else were they talking about?
I was not really listening. I just overheard a couple sentences as I was walking by. Can I go now, sir?
All right. I'll ask Dr. Herman myself. Maybe I'm suspicious of him unnecessarily. But maybe not. I'll go see Dr. Herman and find out what he knows about that footprint. Morris, have you boarded up the old well like I asked you to yesterday?
Not yet, sir. I'll do it today.
It should have been done yesterday. I'm surprised that Henry didn't fall into it.
Excuse me, sir?
You know well how I meant that. I want to see it secured today, or you can start looking for a new job. Is that clear?
Sure, I'll do it. You needn't shout at me, sir.
I have no idea what has gotten into me. Why did I yell at him like that?
What do you think about what has happened to Henry?
It was to be expected. He drank way too much. I guess it had to end like this.
It sounds like you really don't care that it happened.
Well, we didn't exactly like each other, but I wish no ill will to anyone.
It was you who found him, right?
Yes, I needed something from the back garden, and as I was walking past, I noticed something floating in the fountain. I went closer to have a look, and he was totally tangled up in the weeds. I could see nothing except his coat.
Did you notice anything else?
No, I panicked, you see. I ran to the castle to get Bates to go have a look with me. I kept thinking I might have been confused and imagined it. But it really was Henry.
What happened next?
I rode into the village to get the detective. You know the rest.
So, Morris found Henry. Were you in the stable yesterday?
Sure I was. Where else would I have been?
The lights were not on.
Well, maybe I wasn't. Why are you asking? Oh, I can see where you're coming from. You're thinking that maybe what happened to Henry might not have been an accident and that somebody might have helped him into that pond. I may be a drunkard and a saucebox, sir, but I'm no murderer.
No one is calling you a murderer, Morris. I was just asking.
All right, fair enough, sir. If Madam learns that you are starting to suspect me, I may as well go looking for a new job. There's not much work available in this neighborhood. And besides, who would want to hire a man with one leg that is almost completely lame?
I'm not accusing you of anything, Morris. At least not yet. Morris, I know you've been stealing wine from our cellars.
Me, sir? Who told you that?
No one told me. I'd read it in a letter that Henry wrote to Victoria. So what do you say about that?
Well, I only took a few bottles, sir. I swear. There's such a lot of them in there, I thought nobody would notice. It won't happen again, I promise. Will you give me that letter, sir?
All right, Morris. But I'm going to be watching you. Here it is. I will go then.
All right.
Powiem wam szczerze, że nie wiem, z jakiej paki on w ogóle mu dał ten list. Ale mogę tego nie komentować, bo niby Samuel jest taki inteligentny, no ale dał dupę w tej kwestii. Nazwijmy rzeczy po imieniu. Dobra, chodźmy do tego Roberta, bo jeszcze z nim chciałam pogadać, bo o nim wspominał.
I need a word with you.
Yes.
I won't keep...
Yes.
Did you speak with Collier?
Yes. He detained me for over half an hour with those questions of his.
So, what do you think about all of this?
Me? Collier's theory seems logical to me. I do not believe anyone would want to kill Henry. Henry drank himself to senselessness many times before, but this time he was unlucky enough to fall into the pond. Cold water certainly had something to do with the body's condition. Being a physician, I can certainly attest to that.
You're probably right.
Is there anything else you want to talk about? I have a lot of work.
You have mentioned often since I arrived that you have a lot of work. So, what are you working on?
Oh, I would rather not bother you with the details. Let's just say I am carrying out specific research. Perhaps I will tell you more about it tomorrow, when I have some time. I need to leave for Ashbury this evening to check on some results.
Oh, all right. I must go now.
Right then.
Okej, powiem wam, że ja nie lubię tego Roberta. On tutaj jest dla mnie jakąś taką, nie wiem, czarną masą i nie wiem. Nie lubię go i uważam, że gość bardzo dużo ukrywa. O, mamy tu Wiktorię. Dobra, pogadajmy z nią.
What happened to Henry is awful. First William, and now... Henry liked to drink, but other than that, he was a good man.
I'm sorry, Victoria.
I would like to be alone now. Do you need anything, Samuel?
Dr. Herman, the physician, does he live in Willow Creek?
No, some time ago he moved into an abandoned house near the old mill. It is quite close on the road to Willow Creek, the only house far and wide.
Yes, I remember where that is. Thanks.
Please excuse me now, Samuel.
Zapewne teraz będziemy mieć możliwość tam pewnie... tak, Herman's House. Okej, moi drodzy, wiecie co? Ale to zostawimy sobie już na następny odcinek. Na dzisiaj wam bardzo dziękuję i do usłyszenia. Cześć!